Good afternoon, guys. Sorry for the bare face. Hopefully, I don't scare you. Oh, well, if I do, you better get in line. But I'm about to get into my workout. Just wanted to reach out to you guys that are on this fitness journey. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially when you over exceed your goal weights. So yes, I just did a weigh-in and I'm 132.8. Back in April, I was 170 and I've lost all those pounds in this time span. It's been an incredible journey. It's life-changing. But I have to say that it's a little scary and you definitely need some guidance because for me, I have been building up a lot of anxiety over my weight loss because I have went over my goal, and my goal now is to come back up, so I can kind of feel like myself again. When you lose weight, it happens drastically for certain people, and I'm learning that I'm one of those people. I mean, it seems drastic, but it's not. It's been about 8, 9 months already. I don't know, has it? April to now? I can't do the math right now. Um, so like I'm not, you don't realize you're losing it because you're in the mode of it. But when you weigh yourself, you're like, holy cow. Like I'm way past what my goal was, and it freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie, it freaked me out. I had an emotional breakdown. Even though I know that I'm working my booty off, literally, and I love doing what I do, and it makes me feel a certain way to start my day or to complete my day, or whatever the case may be. There's still a lot of trials and errors, and a little bit of fear because I kind of picked this up to do it, and it led into all of. So yeah, it's actually been 8 months that I have went from 170 down to the 132.8. There was a period of time in the summer that I had cut all the carbs out. Like I didn't do no pasta for a while. I forgot about the rice. I wasn't indulging. And now I'm at the point that now I have to sometimes force myself to eat because my appetite's not the same, but my weight is going lower and lower. And I'm starting to feel a little self-conscious because I've never been this thin before. So it's new for me. And I don't mind being slender. Like I love the way I feel and I do like the way I look, but like I've lost everything. I've lost a lot of my womanness, and I'm missing it. And I go in a panic because I'm losing, because I don't want to keep losing. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm losing. Now it's like a restart. I can get my body to where I need it and want it to be. So that's the positive. So I know I'm kind of like all over the place because I just don't have the time to sit right here on this IG story to give you like the whole thing. But maybe I need to like sit down and kind of do like a conversation about this because it takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of commitment, but we also go through things. Our bodies are changing, so what we wear, what we're used to wearing, fits different. You got to find like a whole new style. You got to buy clothes that fit you good. You have to stay focused and be self-aware. They say don't live by the scale. Don't live by the scale, but maybe once a month, yes, check in, make sure what you're doing, because I'm realizing I'm losing instead of gaining. And now I know to put more carbs in my diet. Now I know not to be afraid of eating the carbs. As long as I'm working out, I'm burning it. What I'm doing, what the Essence is doing, is working out and burning more than what I'm intaking. And if you don't really know about that logic, it's something to learn. So I did call on two people this morning, actually three, because I just needed to have someone tell me what I'm doing is good, what I'm doing is the right thing to do, and just kind of some guidance. I'm not interested in getting a personal trainer. I actually want to do this alone, and I kind of do things like that in life, like with the whole TV show and all, like that the Essence, that's all me. I have people that help, of course, but everything's always me, and that's just the type of person I am. And I guess it's commendable, because it's a stride, it's a momentum, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm here if anybody ever needs someone to vent to about their journey, because I'm on it too. There's days that you doubt. There's days that you don't want to do shit. There's days that you get up and you think you're ready, and then you're like, maybe I'm not that ready. Maybe I need to just stretch it out. It's a dedication, but just know that something is something. Love you guys. Afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Happy holidays. How's everyone feeling? I'm kind of checking in as our holidays approach, the Christmas holiday, I should say. This Friday. Can you believe it? Can you believe that we're here? That we made it? That we made it? Do you know what that means? Do you know how much we lived through this year? So much. Whether you have a beautiful life or a fucked up life. We've been through it all. The emotions. I think I've experienced every type of emotion this year. And it was a beautiful year for me. I did have death in my family. There were some dark days. There was days of tears and fear. There was days of feeling hopeless. There were days of feeling lost. And I have to say, these days still pen. These days are still happening. But I'm just saying, like, we've been through every emotion. We're dealing with fear, concern, worry, stress, anxiety. There's a lot of bigger problems that people are handling and dealing with. I can only speak for myself and my family and my environment and my friends around me and my network. We've gotten through it. A lot of us have stayed on track. No matter what has happened, we've stayed on track. Whether we derailed a little bit, whether we took a slow roll a little bit, or whether we got to it and started becoming creative and building and networking and all these great things. A lot of us did fitness journeys, that are on a fitness journey, and that is amazing. And if it's a trend, let it be a trend, because all it's doing is enhancing your lifespan and how you feel inside. How you feel inside is all here too. So congratulate yourself that you made a life change, that you stayed committed, that even through the doubts and the hard work and losing patience and feeling frustrated or defeated, that you're still doing it. So we need to give each other credit. Let's keep motivating each other, because there are a lot of people that are watching you, that see what you're doing. And granted, a lot of people don't reach out. A lot of people won't even hit a like, but they're watching, because it always comes forth eventually that they're watching. So keep doing what you do, motivate each other, inspire each other, and let's just live the way we're supposed to live. Someone today asked me if I'm excited for 2021. And for some reason, I couldn't understand why would he have asked me that. And in all my years, I'm always excited for life. I'm always excited what the new year's going to bring. You know, I have my goals, a new plateau to reach, new people to reach, to broaden the horizons. And that will continue. That has continued. Behind the scenes, I keep in touch with people. I check in with people. I let people know I'm available for gigs. I'm available for hosting. I'm available for virtual reality panels. I'm available for interviews. Send them my way. You know, that never gets old. That never stops. But I've also taken out the time to focus on me. And I have to be honest, before this quarantine, I wasn't doing that. I was all about the D'Essence brand. And that's a great thing, because that was new for me. That was something that I was creating. That's my baby. And I went total force into it. The quarantine hit and everybody got online and started doing IG stories, IG lives, interviewing. And it became like a trend, or like a way of individuals connecting, which is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. But it kind of like turned me off a little bit, because I'm like, it makes it feel like my job is not significant anymore, because it's like everybody's trying or doing it. So now I'm sitting back, observing and seeing what how I want to present this now. I don't like following trends. If I feel that people are jumping on something so much, the essence is out of here. That's when I started to focus more on me, because the creative side of me kind of was dormant a little bit, because I was dealing with all the emotions and not knowing what's going on. I mean, we're still dealing with this. And for you to ask me if I'm excited for 2021, I'm excited for life. I'm excited to see what God blesses us with. I'm interested. This year, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I cannot be excited not knowing what's going to happen. I feel confused. I feel lost. Now this vaccine is on us. Now it's being forced on us. Now it's like, if you want to travel, now you have to show paperwork that you have the vaccine. Like, they're really like with this vaccine. And it's a scary thing because not everybody is down to do a vaccine. So to be excited for 2021, I don't know. I don't know if that's a word that we're going to be using. But thanks anyway for asking. But I do have my goals. A couple of weeks ago, I was sitting here saying, I don't even know how to form goals for this year. And that is horrible for me because I'm a goal person. I'm the person who writes goals and I reach them, which is pretty amazing, I must say, because not everybody reaches their goals. I've reached a lot of goals this year. I've had to sit down and reflect. And I think we've all been reflecting all year, but there's something about the end of the year that you have to reflect. I've been very emotional for the last 3 days. Drop of a dime, I'm like tearing up. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm letting my emotions flow out. Maybe there's things I've been holding in. Maybe there's things that haven't hit me yet, and now they're starting to hit. So you have to let your emotions go. Even if you cry like a baby, just let it go. You'll feel better. You'll be a little more clear mentally. And you're getting all that toxicity out of your system, like holding emotions, that builds a lot of anxiety. Anxiety can lead to depression, like you're venting out on people, you're not happy with yourself. There's a lot that comes from that. So, my business became an LLC. I still have a job. I'm still getting, paid. My family is amazing. They're doing well. I've lost 40 pounds. I'm actually trying to gain 10 back, as you guys see my Instagram stories. And I'm on my life journey trying to figure out who I am, what I need. I'm taking care of any type of healing that I've been putting to the side and distracting myself with the D'Essence brand. There's baggage there that you need to heal. And if you don't take the time to connect to that, it's not going to happen on its own. It's just going to fester up. And the 2020 was just perfect timing for all of this. I mean, we saw a beautiful, beautiful planet transaction last night, which I missed out on. But just the fact that it happened in 2020, like there have been things that are like horrible and horrendous to even like comprehend that has happened this year. But then there are amazing, beautiful things that have taken place that none of us have experienced ever in a lifetime. And that's because we slowed down. We slowed down. We were able to let Mother Nature work again and replenish herself. We gave our universe a break. You know what I mean? We gave each other a break. So like there's a lot of beautiful things that came out of this year. For us to say, oh, we're good with 2020, get out, 2021 come. Guys, not for nothing, I hate to tell you this, but we still dealing with the same thing. Yeah, we a little more advanced into this COVID situation, figuring it out, having a vaccine within a couple of months, which is crazy to me. But we're still going into 2021 with this COVID and how our lifestyles changed and how this government has changed. So who knows, right? But I do want to check in on everyone. I want to commend everyone who has made their changes, who are living a better life, who have found commitment and peace, who are on the journey to heal and love again, to those that are with their families that have been able to spend time, to all those mothers and single fathers out there as well, holding it down at home with a job and kids and drama and school and the confusion of remote learning versus in class. To our sanitation workers that are in the streets every day dealing with garbage and our snow that just doesn't seem to leave, we have to give them thanks. They're working hard out there. They're touching garbage in COVID. Hello. So I just want to give my blessings. I just want to check in, make sure everybody's good, letting you know that we're all in the same boat. We're all feeling the same. You're not alone. And please give yourself some credit. And as I speak to you, I'm also speaking to myself, because I have to sit here and remind myself that we are in a pandemic. We have been shut down. So yes, it's frustrating, but you have to know that you did all that you can do because of what you were allowed to do. And if you had moments of not wanting to do a damn thing, that is okay. It is okay. We are so hard on ourselves. I know that I'm hard on myself. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I did a half hour, 25 minutes. I did something. But for me, I wasn't content with it. And I have so much guilt and pressure over that I'm like, oh, maybe in a few hours when I feel a little more better, I'll get back to it. And I'm just like, no, just chill out. Tomorrow's a new day. You did 25 minutes. You work out. You did work out yesterday. Just chill out. And this is what I'm talking about, that we have this guilt that we're constantly fighting. I don't know. I have the guilt that we're constantly fighting to push ourselves, that we don't know how to just relax. And maybe that's what 2020 was for, to learn how to relax. I'm going to leave you guys with this. 2020 was the year of RE. Recharge, relax, reevaluate, reset, regrowth, re-internalize, reevaluate, and restart. 2021. Get in line, your girls, the essence. God bless. Love you guys. And thank you for all the undying support. And the essence is still here. All right? So don't get it twisted. But we're still dealing with the same thing. Yeah, we a little more advanced into this COVID situation, figuring it out, having a vaccine within a couple of months, which is crazy to me. But we're still going into 2021 with this COVID, and how our lifestyles changed, and how this government has changed. So who knows, right? But I do want to check in on everyone. I want to commend everyone who has made their changes, who are living a better life, who have found commitment and peace, who are on the journey to heal and love again, to those that are with their families that have been able to spend time, to all those mothers and single fathers out there as well, holding it down at home with a job and kids and drama and school and the confusion of remote learning versus in class. To our sanitation workers that are in the streets every day dealing with garbage and our snow that just doesn't seem to leave, we have to give them thanks. They're working hard out there. They're touching garbage in COVID. Hello. So I just want to give my blessings. I just want to check in, make sure everybody's good, letting you know that we're all in the same boat. We're all feeling the same. You're not alone. And please give yourself some credit. And as I speak to you, I'm also speaking to myself, because I have to sit here and remind myself that we are in a pandemic. We have been shut down. So yes, it's frustrating, but you have to know that you did all that you can do because of what you were allowed to do. And if you had moments of not wanting to do a damn thing, that is okay. It is okay. We are so hard on ourselves. I know that I'm hard on myself. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I did a half hour, 25 minutes. I did something. But for me, I wasn't content with it. And I have so much guilt and pressure over that I'm like, oh, maybe in a few hours when I feel a little more better, I'll get back to it. And I'm just like, no, just chill out. Tomorrow's a new day. You did 25 minutes. You work out. You did work out yesterday. Just chill out. And this is what I'm talking about, that we have this guilt that we're constantly fighting. I don't know. I have the guilt that we're constantly fighting to push ourselves, that we don't know how to just relax. And maybe that's what 2020 was for, to learn how to relax. I'm going to leave you guys with this. 2020 was the year of RE. Recharge, relax, reevaluate, reset, regrowth, re-internalize, reevaluate, and restart. 2021. Get in line, your girl's the essence. God bless. Love you guys. And thank you for all the undying support. And the essence is still here. All right? So don't get it twisted. 2021 with this COVID and how our lifestyles changed and how this government has changed. So who knows, right? But I do want to check in on everyone. I want to commend everyone who has made their changes, who are living a better life, who have found commitment and peace, who are on the journey to heal and love again. To those that are with their families, that have been able to spend time. So all those mothers and single fathers out there as well, holding it down at home with a job and kids and drama and school and the confusion of remote learning versus in class. But we still dealing with the same thing. Yeah, we a little more advanced into this COVID situation, figuring it out, having a vaccine within a couple of months, which is crazy to me. But we're still going into 2021 with this COVID and how our lifestyles changed and how this government has changed. So who knows, right? But I do want to check in on everyone. I want to commend everyone who has made their changes, who are living a better life, who have found commitment and peace, who are on the journey to heal and love again. To those that are with their families, that have been able to spend time. So all those mothers and single fathers out there as well, holding it down at home with a job and kids and drama and school and the confusion of remote learning versus in class. To our sanitation workers that are in the streets every day dealing with garbage and our snow that just doesn't seem to leave, we have to give them thanks. They're working hard out there. They're touching garbage and COVID. Hello. So I just want to give my blessings. I just want to check in, make sure everybody's good, letting you know that we're all in the same boat. We're all feeling the same. You're not alone. And please give yourself some credit. And as I speak to you, I'm also speaking to myself, because I have to sit here and remind myself that we are in a pandemic. We have been shut down. So yes, it's frustrating, but you have to know that you did all that you can do because of what you were allowed to do. And if you had moments of not wanting to do a damn thing, that is okay. It is okay. We are so hard on ourselves. I know that I'm hard on myself. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't even finish a workout today. I did a half hour, 25 minutes. I did something. But for me, I wasn't content with it. And I have so much guilt and pressure over that I'm like, oh, maybe in a few hours when I feel a little more better, I'll get back to it. And I'm just like, no, just chill out. Tomorrow's a new day. You did 25 minutes. You work out. You did work out yesterday. Just chill out. And this is what I'm talking about, that we have this guilt that we're constantly fighting. I don't know. I have the guilt that we're constantly fighting to push ourselves, that we don't know how to just relax. And maybe that's what 2020 was for, to learn how to relax. I'm going to leave you guys with this. 2020 was the year of RE. Recharge, relax, reevaluate, reset, regrowth, re-internalize, reevaluate, and restart. 2021. Get in line, your girl's the essence. God bless. Love you guys. And thank you for all the undying support. And the essence is still here. All right? So don't get it twisted. I want to commend everyone who has made their changes, who are living a better life, who have found commitment and peace, who are on the journey to heal and love again. To those that are with their families, that I'm being very expressive today because we have to. We have to talk. We have to vent out. And I don't want to hear people venting out about nonsense and bullish. Like, keep that shit to yourself. But when you're making a life change or you're on a journey, please share. Because we only see like the outside of things. Oh my God, you look great. What did you do? But no one talks about the mental. Nobody talks about the adjusting. No one talks about how you feel inside, or when you work out and you start feeling nauseous and you gotta stop and you're upset because mentally you need to get this workout in. Like, nobody talks about the real shit. Nobody talks. So it's like, we need to start talking, because we're all sitting at home wondering if we're doing the right thing, if we're saying the right thing, are we doing things correctly, workout, whatever the case may be. Sometimes we need answers because we're lost. We don't even know. Like, I don't come from a fitness background. I'm learning this. So, through your research, you can learn a lot, granted. And speaking to others that live the same lifestyle, consultations with trainers or people that just really involved and know what they're doing. You need to involve yourself in a community. You start forming a community, So it's a whole different lifestyle and a challenge. But we really need to like start speaking about things. Like when we talk about being known and the hustle and the grind to get to the top. Yeah, great. But how are we getting to the top? Okay, there's going to be times you might have to live in your car. Is that the only thing that's going to make you a star? What happens in between those things to get to that particular moment of, So it's like we're always showing, but we're not letting it out. We're not speaking about it. We're not helping each other. We're not guiding each other. And again, then it's all. So basically, it keeps everything like in its physical form. There's no inside that we're expressing to let us know that we're not alone. I respect the individuals that come on Instagram and talk about how they're dealing with things nowadays. How are they managing their money? How are they looking for work? What are they doing to support their family? How are they remote learning? Like things like all these stresses that we're dealing with, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with health. All these things we need to start speaking of so we know that we're not alone. And I love when I feel a certain way, and I think it's just me, and I pray to God to get over it. Not to get over it, but like to move past it, to go through it and get past it, right? To come out on the other side. It feels good when you hear someone in that moment saying, I'm lost, man. I'm bored, man. I'm lonely. Like whatever vulnerable feeling, let them out. Start talking about stuff. It's not easy being vulnerable, It's not easy being vulnerable, but it's a very normal thing, and it's a very empowering thing. And vulnerable doesn't mean that you're weak. Vulnerable is just being honest. It's being transparent. It's letting others in. And I don't have a problem doing that. I don't mind being vulnerable with the right situation, the right people. But I also am a public figure. So there's not many times that I can come up in here and be the way I am with my friends and all, or in my own personal space, because then I have a following that gets concerns. And I do have followers that check in and want to make sure the essence is good. And like, oh my God, why did you just tear up? Or yo, you got this. Like, don't ever doubt yourself. And I get it. And I love it. I love it. You and my Instagram family. But at the same time, we all go through these things. Just because I have a moment of doubt or a moment I want to give up, which I would never do, or just moments. And I never give up. I would never give up. But I'm just saying, like, you have your moments, especially in this industry. You do have your moments that you're like, maybe I need to hang this up and focus on something else. Maybe people are not receiving me the way I want people to receive me. Maybe my content is not up to par. We all have doubts. This business is it's tough, especially when you're on your way up. It's very tough. And it's normal. It's normal to feel these things. So when you're vulnerable, it's okay that people get concerned, but let people go through their thing, because it's just a moment. It doesn't mean anything. But thanks for the concern all the time, you know? And that's the thing. I think The Essence has been very bubbly, very real with you guys, and very transparent. And that's the way I would like to keep it. So I haven't really got involved with this new app. I kind of even forgot the name of it. It kind of slipped my mind right now. Oh, what's the name of it? But it's a trend, and it's like a chat room, and you create groups or join groups of discussion, which I think is pretty dope. And it's a community. Again, I don't like trends, so I haven't even looked into it, but I see feedback and I see posts, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. And I thought about doing it. I said, maybe that can help me too. I can meet people that I haven't met that are in the business. I can join something with fitness and have a community there. But because it's trend, it holds The Essence back. So maybe in a few weeks, I'll get on and see what's going on. But I hope you're having fun in there. And I hope there's some good discussions, because that is what 2020 has led us to do. Have discussions that need to be discussed. But yeah, we're going to get in line tomorrow, so stay tuned, all right, quick change up, because I'm about to just chill out tonight. I'm about to eat a nice meal in a little while, get these carbs in and protein like I've been told. I'm about to go heavy on it. Not too heavy, but I'm about to like enjoy them, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's Get in Line rants, because I have a list. We're talking about stimulus checks, COVID, vaccine again to travel, you know. We're talking how this snow is still around and has not melted since last week. And entitlement. Yes, people. We're going to talk about entitlement. Stay in line, get in line, and we'll talk tomorrow. Good night.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, The Essence, here, right on the set of the The Essence Show. Please tune in each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m.